Gentlemen, how are we doing today? Oh my goodness. Clocking in, chat. Clocking in. This isn't a 9 to 5. No siree. No siree. We clocking in to our 3 to 11. What's up, Tyranny? What's up, Sleepy? DBJ. How's everybody doing, man? Let me let people in the Discord know that we are in this thing. Oh, I put new vid. Whoops. It's not new vid. All right. $6 from EBJ. Thanks so much, bro. Very generous of you, man. Thank you. We'll be buying a few dollar packs with that one. That's cool, Ellis. I'm doing all right, man. I recorded the Should He Summon today for the Fearin crossover tomorrow. That'll be out tomorrow. It's already chopped up and everything. Got some gameplay for it. Got pretty much everything I needed for it, apart from, like, you know, the banner pictures that they usually post in here in the news section. Because it's not actually out yet, I don't think. You can't see them. You'll be able to see them tomorrow. But yeah, I did that and played a little bit of Mines, try to climb a bit more, and just been trying to grind up some currency, hopefully. So we are ready for Farron whenever she comes out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, my bad. It'll be Thursday. Yeah, it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be when the update or the maintenance starts happening, and it will be early Friday morning whenever she is actually on global. So we don't have to wait at all this time. Also, ignore the fact that I am lower than 50. I fought Marzex, and well, y'all already know how that went. Y'all already know how that goes, man. But yeah, man, I've been just enjoying myself today, pretty much. Just doing a little bit of work here and there. Had to go to a store earlier. Had to pick up some body wash and stuff like that because I was running out. But pretty smooth, pretty simple day so far. Until the end of the week comes. Literally, the end of the week is like damn near a rush period for me because I'm working like nonstop between YouTube and my part-time job. So it's definitely like holy at the end of the week, but it's cool. Your Makoto carried me in Marzex, really. I have been using a very slow turtle team to fight Marzex, and I don't like it because holy fuck, I'm going to die. But I don't like it because, to put it simple, Marzex is one of the most annoying bosses I've ever seen in any game, especially GS. And it just takes so long, man. Like, even if you beat Marzex, it's like not even worth it because you're only getting like 4 points. It's so bad. Collab's gonna be so cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great one. What's up, Routes? Yeah, I haven't tried a Mako team. The team that I've been trying is a Thetis, Hoka, Holy Knight Roy with Terrible Tornado. I really wish we had Light Platina on global. I think she would be a great addition, or Accelerator would be really good against her. Just for like the massive damage buff that he applies once you do break the boss. I think that would help out a lot against Marzex. But He doesn't deal any damage. That's the bad part. Same thing with Platina. They don't deal any damage. Maybe Stark is the Marzex killer. We'll have to see once that happens, but it might be possible that Stark is the one that can be. Oh, Lord Jesus. Stark might be the one that's able to beat Marzex for us. Stark's your GOAT and your favorite from the anime? Yeah, he's definitely a really cool unit. I like how they did him in GS. I just wish he had break res down, but it's not the worst thing in the world considering that you can easily give that to him if you're using him with like Chloe or Arthur or later on with Accelerator or whatever, so he'll be fine. I really didn't even need to use Shiro here. I could have used like Hoka or something instead. If you stack his True Art 5 times, his... Yeah, 30k Blade. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even think about using a Zell with him, but... definitely having break res down, he shouldn't have a problem breaking anything. It's also the fact too, if you consider, if you stack his True Art 5 times, you have 1,000% damage buff just from himself, not any other character buffing him. He has 1,000% damage up if you stack it 5 times. Oh yeah, she can stack with beta, can't she? That's actually a great point. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. My bad, chat. I was responding to somebody. Who are we fighting? Oh. Oh, by the way, chat, I did actually get a 5-star weapon today. It was from this boss, 4-star weapon, but yeah. I already had it. I think that's the first weapon drop I got, though. Or equip drop from the mines. How many units do you have? 5 plus? And just one. It's Samurai Rimuru. I don't have anyone else. 4 pluses I have like maybe 15, 20 units, possibly. I have a very low amount of 4 pluses. Because I really only 4 plus characters that I'm going to use or I really like. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the AFK farm definitely helps out the mines equips a lot. Does it count? Because it says you have to get them from events. Does it count? Because, dude, I did Jackal Shiram boots and I got them all the way max leveled. However, the craziest part is that you can't even limit break. You can't limit break them because it's like, oh, you didn't get these from an event. And I'm like, aren't these from the Halloween Rags event? Or am I just like crazy? You should have pitied Saito. Yeah, dude. Saito Hajime's he's a cheat code, man. I know that like he's kind of been little bit cast to the wayside because people aren't too hyped about him right now because the new crossover and everything, plus like magical index. But yeah, he's still an incredible character. If Marzex, if Marzex didn't negate dark damage, he would probably be used in Marzex too. What's up, Takumi? People have been speculating too, chat room in my Discord and everything, about what Ubel and I was gonna say Beta, good lord, Ubel and Fern are gonna do, and I don't want to say anything yet because I don't even know myself. But I've been seeing some crazy stuff. People are thinking that Fern's gonna be another Beta or something like that, and I think y'all are getting way too ahead of yourself. I don't think Fern's gonna be a damage mitigation character, considering that we just had 2 damage mitigation characters back to back in JP. We had the guy from Magical Index, and then of course we had Kenshin. Well, technically 3. We had Kenshin, we had Saitama, and we had Magical Index in the Japanese version. So I don't know if they'll throw another damage mitigation character in there, but I think Fern's water, right? I think she's a water character, and if that's the case, water doesn't need more damage mitigation units. But who knows? Maybe they actually will give water another damage mitigation option. That would be cool if she's like a correct art, because technically that would also mean that she's almost like Saito Hajime to an extent. She has a barrier in her animations? Wait, did they have her animations out? Where's Fern's animations at? Was it on the thing that they just like released? Oh, you know what? I think you might be right. Let me actually check real quick. I think they did release like a new YouTube video. Let me see. Let me check it real quick. Is this it? Hold on, chat. I'm trying to see if this is the... No, this isn't it. Yeah, I can't see it. I'm not finding it right now. Oh, Ifrit. What's up, slow Wi-Fi? I'll have to check. Also, if you guys sent whoever sent me something, if you sent it on Discord, yeah, I definitely won't be able to see it, dude. You should see my message request. I have over like 200. So I don't know what it is. John Mines, check DMs. I just told you I can't. I literally have too many message requests, bro. If you send me something right now, I won't be able to find it. How many gems everyone got? I got like 3 something right now. So a little some slight, some slight. Also, how they leak the animations? Oh, what the fuck? I just saw what you talking about, Shinobu. What the? I don't know if I can even show that. That's like actual leaked footage. That is so leaked to the point to where that's insane. That's in-engine animations. I don't know if y'all people come after me for that one. I thought he was talking about like they like dropped a trailer or something. I think this is Geo's Agnes. Yeah, what the heck? That looks like data mine footage. Yeah, that's the case then definitely not the best. But yeah, I see it. I see what you're talking about here. That's crazy if she's actually going to be that. Dopey, how does my Firin team sound? Shiro, Firin, BF Emperor, and Hoka? It's just Hoka and Firin won't be able to use Archgen together. But if you were trying to achieve over that 10k HP, then you'll probably be able to get it. Oh crap, I just now saw that I did not reset this. There we go. No! God damn it. I just failed this run. Maybe I didn't. Hold on. I definitely failed it. God damn it. I thought he had his super art after that. I just started playing recently and I'm getting the hang of expeditions, the increasing luck thingy that like a month. How much does it increase luck by? Doesn't no, it does not max it out. It only increases it by 1. It's not worth it. Don't waste it on max luck stuff. Bro, I do not need a backseat gamer. I do not need a backseat gamer at all, man. And besides, I want to use Veldora. Guilty Gear collab? Man, I wish we did a video game crossover, my brother. I truly do. I truly do. Also, chat, when it comes to the mines this time around, I actually don't... Do I have a goal right now? I think just getting to Garm, which I don't know if Garm is... Oh, whoops, I did not mean to do that. It would be fine. It'll be fine. That's pretty much instantly refunded to me anyway. But, I'm thinking just Garm's 4-star physical is the main thing we're after this time around. Everything else, I'm kind of just whatever with. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's the only thing we're after. Is he in part 1 chat or is he in part 2? Because I haven't got Garm once yet. Does Momon and Beta's attack passive stack? Is Beta's to the left or to the right? If you can actually get a unit in between both of them, yeah, they should stack. Used an Alexander on Vox's banner and got him. Are you cooked? Possibly. You might have just wasted your luck, my brother. I hate to break it to you. Should I replace Hoka with someone like Shuna or Ibuki? In the... Is that for the team that... Were you the one that showed me the Firin team earlier that you were talking about? You could do Fubuki because she's going to be buffing up magic damage. But I think I would personally go with some other Archgen that could work with Firin personally. Oh, I should have used Phantom Bullet. It's alright. Star God Lisa instead of Fubuki. If you have Star God, I don't know if you do have Star God. If you have Star God, then yeah, you should probably use her over Fubuki with Firin. Because Star God can give you the equip CT, and she can also give you the massive magic damage buff, which should stack with Firin's light damage buff. A feint? What the... I'll say right now, chat, I do not like the Styria fight, man. This stuff takes so long. Oh my goodness. I'm in here forever. Like, in this fight... I think whenever we get Firin, I might try a Firin Saitama. No, not Firin Saitama. Or do I? I don't know. I might try Firin Saitama in this team comp instead of... oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I might try Firin Saitama instead of Hoka Holy Knight Roy and see how that goes. Maybe that could be pretty good. I wish there was actual gameplay of Firin already on JP, but I tried to find gameplay footage today, chat, and I could not. There was literally nobody has posted a video about Firin yet. I've seen screenshots of people having ridiculous stats on teams with Firin, but I haven't seen anything else outside of that. You know what? I should probably use my Phantom Bullet. Oh my goodness. Does this actually cure? Oh, it does cure freeze. My phone is blowing up right now. I should have did that twice. I'm probably going to lose my stats, aren't I? Or not my stats, but my Archgen. Or am I good? Maybe I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. What's up, he? You got 2 luck gems from the town node? Yeah, you're lucky. I never get anything from the town, man. Some people are like, they get stuff left and right. I get nothing. MDD when we see crazy stats. 120% stats up on demons. Is it? Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, you're right. I think we could see some goofy ass stats, man. Like, because one team comp that I was thinking of in JP chat room was this. If I bring up the Ascensions real quick. So one team comp I was thinking was using Masaka here, and her true art gives 50% stats up to all light allies. So if you combine that with Fearing, that's 110% stats up, right? Because Fearing's is a permanent stat increase. But then you factor in 10 Cane. You have 10%, and now you're at 130% stats increase if you're able to run a 5-star heal on someone. Because I don't think she has a 5-star heal. She has a 4-star and 2 5-star magics. So you would either have to run like Chloe, for an example, to get that 5-star heal slot, or like who else on Mono Light? Alpha? I think Alpha has a 5-star heal. Shuna has a 5-star heal, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, like... He doesn't have a 5-star heal, does he? No, he doesn't. But yeah, you could definitely do something like that. It could be crazy. Ainz is good in Styria because he helps burn Styria. Oh yeah, he does have a burn on his skill, right? Or is it his art? I think it's his art. I think his skill just does magic res down. I could try that. But I like just brute forcing it with Shadow and them, and just like going to town like that. I'm trying to get Omega Palamesis equipped finally. That's crazy. That's, hey man, that's how it be, man. That really how it be. I am pretty excited though, chat, about the upcoming Fearing collab. I will say already, because the Should You Summon isn't out, I did mention it in the Should You Summon, but I will not be able to stream the part 1 summons chat room. I know it's sad, but it's just not going to work out at all with my schedule and everything else. I will be able to have a video up, but I definitely won't be able to have a live stream up. So I would if I could. It's going to be a very heavy work day on Friday. So I'm going to literally like get out the summon video as early as I can. And probably I might stay up for it and just, you know, raw dog it, record it, edit it, upload it, all within like the same hour. But and then go to sleep, wake up, and then go straight to my part-time job. But yeah, man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Against the monkey? Who do you guys call the monkey? Is it Geozagnus? Is that who you guys call the monkey? Apparently people say you can beat it with Saito. I like using Veldora because he's a dragon, but if you have like spirit characters and stuff, they're really good against him. Pretty much anybody that's not a human god or demon is going to be really good against Geozagnus. What does this do? Gives you attack. That's what it does. I wish I had this for what's his name? Makoto. Oh, wait, I just now realized. I don't know why I was thinking of the other person. Whenever you guys were talking about Makoto in Marzex, I just now thought about it. You were talking about literally Kenshin Makoto. I don't know why I was over here thinking of Bazette. Bazette's name is not Makoto. What the heck? Please don't tell me this is going to paralyze me. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I should still kill, right? Okay, it's fine. But... oh, dude, I literally was like, I don't know why I didn't put two and two together in my head, but I was like, I was thinking of Bazette, and her name is not Makoto. But I don't know why I'm like, oh, Bazette, yeah, that's Makoto. No, that's Bazette. That's not her name at all. Wilkes? I don't want to do Wilkes. Delta Volti LR, War God Finn. Is this the Marzex fight? Or which fight is this that you're talking about? I lost it. There it is. Oh, Geos Agnes? Oh, okay. Beta, Firin, Star God, and Luana? Luana's kind of yikes, but the rest of that team's okay. Beta and Firin's pretty solid, and Star God's really good, so that's not bad. Was this Wilkes? That's right. Priestess? Priestess? No Priestess? We love that. Oh, we love that so much. Am I really gonna have to use... I am gonna have to use a Miyu as an Archgener here. It's not the worst, but definitely not the best. Besides Ilya, I mean, Ilya's not a bad character to use Firin with. Definitely is usable. What about Star God, Young Imp, Saitama, and Masaki? Yeah, that's a... I mean, dude, Masaki's team is freaking stacked on JP, so... there's a lot of stuff you can do with that. Yeah, she's a very good character. I'm in desperate need of Archgen. Why'd you use your art again? Is that what I have his stuff on? I need to change that if that's the case. There we go. All right. If you get Firin, probably regardless. Yeah, dude, Misaki's a very good, very good character. she's definitely one of the highlights, I would say, from Magical Index. I think it depends on how Farron ends, but if Farron brings, well, we already have Farron herself, which is a very good support unit, but if like Beta is a crazy good damage mitigation support hybrid, and then you have Ubel, which is maybe some type of damage dealer that's just cracked out of her mind, or a support character too that or has a bit of support in her kit. I think that this crossover could have a bit better value than that of Magical Index, but if Magical Index is actually, or depending on if the last two units from Farron are kind of just whatever, Magical Index is probably going to be overall the better crossover for people to summon on. Doesn't mean that Farron's bad, it's just that Magical Index has a lot of heavy hitters, man. Including Index herself. I think Index isn't that bad of a unit. I mean, she's just a really solid, I think, light character, more so than anything, but... Because Stark is good, but it's like... even though they're not the same unit, I'm thinking in my head, like, would you have Stark over... what's his face? Would you have Stark over Masaka? Or would you... like, which one would you rather have? It's like, well, I would have Masaka. But it's like, well, would you have Farron over... what's his name, like Toma or whatever, like the first guy? And it's like, well, I'd probably take Farron. I don't like that character's kit that much, chat. I know I might get like some hate for that, but I'm not that big of a fan of the water unit from Magical Index. About Timu Shiro, yeah. Yeah, dude, not having Holy Knight Roy does suck, dude. I don't have him either. I just have to rely on friends list units. But I don't know, like some people have been like raving about him, talking about he's so good, but I don't know, I'm kind of under the assumption that he's just okay. Who could you use instead of Roast? You could use the equip here. You could just use the 4-star magic equip from, like, I think it's Luan's event or something. It gives you a lifesteal. If you don't want to use Roast. But Roast is free. I mean, he's just a luck unit. If you haven't got him, you don't have to have him like maxed out or anything. Just have him on the team. And make sure he's awakened, of course. But... I can think of only one use of him. If you're daggerless. Yeah, maybe. He does have the revive passive like Gerald, which is pretty good. And Gamagori. But yeah, I don't know. Like, taunt tanks to me are kind of just whatever. Even with... unless it's Kirisame, I feel like it's really hard to kind of make another taunt tank that is on the same level almost, because to me Kirisame is just the pinnacle of taunt tanks. All because the fact that he can cleanse damage res. If he couldn't cleanse damage res, then he would just be another taunt tank. And since there's not really another taunt tank that does that, it's really hard for me to care about the other ones. And especially him with Toma. His is, I think his main thing that I am kind of like, oh, okay, that might be cool, is like the massive damage res down and the fact that he's like giving you more damage against fire, light, and dark. That's situational, but hey, that's not bad. That's a very unique damage buff. I accidentally just used 9 lives, didn't I? I did. Crap. I didn't mean to do that. My stacks. Show's just better overall. I mean, yeah, like that was another reason why I didn't really care too much about summoning on the initial part, because I was like, well, I like Shiro and I like Saitama a lot more than Toma. And I would be using Saitama now, but like Saitama gives 30% DR. And unless I'm using Mono Light, or not even Mono Light, but like if I was using Kenshin and Saitama, then that'd be like a good little duo to run right now. But Saito Hajime do be Saito Hajime, And I would rather just run like War God Finn with his leader skill to clear most of these early waves of the mines, at least till I get to like maybe floor like 150 or something like that. And then I might have to tweak the team a little bit. I used War God Finn, Thetis Fate, Chloe, and Holy Knight Roy to beat Marzex. I mean, Thetis isn't bad. And that's who I use. I think I use Thetis as well. War God Finn could be pretty good in that fight. It's just, I don't like him too much because eventually Marzex puts up crit res. So you need to lower that crit resist if you want to keep critting. How'd you survive the nuke at the end? What nuke? Oh, for the Marzex fight? You can Bless Necklace it. You can do that if you want. If you don't want to Bless Necklace it, the next best thing is to pop all your defense equips and pray. I did survive it one time without a Bless Necklace, but it was on one of the very early floors. It was like floor 50. I survived the Marzex fight using just Thetis' stuff. I've seen people also use the 4-star defense from the mines. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on, let me find it. I've seen people use this item though. Let me see. Where is it at? Here it is. The alloy shield. I've seen people use this, but you have to time this really perfectly since you have to survive endless. But this gives you 40% DR for 10 seconds, but then it also increases the damage you take after that 10-second duration. But if you time it right, this is a massive DR buff. So there's that. And also, I don't remember what Endless is. Is Endless a magic attack or physical? I think it's physical. So that's another thing. But the problem with Marzex is that he has a physical attack, he has magic arts, he has another physical art. Like, he has so many different types of damage he's throwing at you, and it gets very crazy. Do we have another Miyu? We do. I kind of wish I could survive this with the entire team, but I don't. Actually, no, I can. I think I can. I hope. Maybe. So I'm gonna get like no XP for this. The second part doesn't work right now? Oh, and that's the case. It's actually insanely strong. That means there's no negative on it. There's no way that the next one we run into is a thing full of freaking Tyrados. but we're fine. Okay, that's all right. We need a fourth emperor. Oh god. Did you play P5X? Yeah, I didn't. Well, I think P5X is a solid game, but it suffers from being a gacha. And the reason why I didn't keep playing it and I kind of just fell out with it damn near instantly is because it's like every other gacha game that's on the market right now. It bores the shit out of me. Like, I talked about it a little bit in my community tab. I talked about it on Twitter as well, but I cannot stand the new age gacha like formula because it's all the same shit and it's so annoying and it's so boring to me. I think that's why I like GS so much, because it's like one of the only gachas out there that are like somewhat different. And what I mean by the same formula, let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you the general pipeline right now of like every new gacha that you download, like at least recently. You log on, you wanna know what to do first. It's usually either rush story or bare minimum do dailies. After you do the dailies, do your weeklies. After you do your weeklies, do at the end of the game, you're just gonna be farming for either relics or some other kind of stat grind like that, equips or whatever. Rinse and repeat until you have no more content to do. Wait for the next content update and then do it again. And I kind of like, and there's so much stuff in the game too. There's just the same stuff with like every gacha. Oh, I can't level up my unit past a certain point because I need to increase my player level and stuff like that. It's like, man, dude, can you be any more original? So like, I gotta reach level 40 before my characters can be level 40, or oh, I gotta beat this one thing before I can get this or whatever. And it's like, man, dude, I really do hate these new gachas. I don't like them at all. I'm okay with like locking story or like locking content behind certain story and stuff like that, but I just don't like the new formula of gacha games, and I think it kind of hampers everything, especially ever since like Genshin's release, and it kind of kills the creativity in the gacha scene. Because if you guys played gachas, I'm gonna be sounding old as fuck when I say this, but if you guys played gachas, like I would say pre-Genshin, which I know is like for some people, you know, you guys may have been born after Genshin's release. Maybe on the day Genshin came out, you could have been a Genshin baby for all I know. But if you played it before Genshin, I feel like there was a lot more diversity and unique ideas when it came to the gacha game scene. And to me, one of the reasons why I loved gachas so much and like got into the sphere was because I thought gacha games had very cool gameplay ideas a lot of the times that you didn't see in like other places. Like for example, like even something as simple as a match 3 game, Puzzles and Dragons. Okay, Puzzles and Dragons is like, oh, it's just a match 3 game. You know, you play Bejeweled, whatever, and you would already know the gist of it. But then they add like character skills and leader skills, and then you add like all this other stuff, board wiping, and you know, all tons and tons of other things. And you're like, holy, there's like so much depth to this. And it's really cool. Or then you have stuff like Ultimate Ninja Blazing whenever it was around. And there was like different tactics you could use to beat some of the hardest bosses in the game with like one unit. And that was really fun. And then you had co-op in that. Or you had like the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia that had a really very fun and engaging turn-based system that was something that rivaled even, I would say, like actual turn-based games. It was literally the ATB system. Is that what they call it? The ATB turn-based system from... No, it's not the ATB system. The ATB system came out in FF7. Or it was technically before then. But I forgot what they call the turn-based system in FF10. It's pretty much FF10's turn-based system, but with the Cydia mechanics on top of it. And it's like, holy fuck, this works so well. So I thought that was really cool. That game was awesome. It was. I thought it was really cool, like that type of stuff. And that's what I really liked. But then now it's just like every game has to be so big and so grand because it has to catch the mainstream's attention. And everybody's just looking to be like the next $1 billion game. And I mean, to me, I think if you're already making a few million a month, that should be enough. But, you know, everybody wants to be the next huge big money maker, especially the higher ups. So it makes it to where like a lot of gacha games just kind of all follow the same formula. Like every gacha game's always gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now. You guys want to know? I'm gonna give you a beginner's guide for every gacha game going forward within the next decade. Okay, if you want to know what to do after you progress in like story or something like that, and you want to know how to progress the best, just do your dailies and weeklies. There you go, and log in. That'll be it. Do your weekly modes you have to. Do your daily modes that you have to do, and then log in. There will be no difference going forward. I mean, it's the same thing with GS almost, because you just log in whenever there ain't nothing going on. But like, you know, I'm not saying that GS is completely unique to that type of stuff, but damn near that's literally every gacha game. Every fucking gacha. Because the thing that a lot of gachas struggle with too is that there's no end game in a lot of them, which I don't really mind. I think end game, depending on what you're talking about, could be very good or it could be like the worst thing ever. So for an example, I would say that the end game in Warframe is non-fucking existent, right? Can we all agree on that? So the end game in Warframe. Oh snap! $22.99 from the man EBJ. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. But let's say like Warframe, right? Warframe's a great fucking game. Holy fuck, man! So much content you can do for hours on end, right? So much stuff you can do. But once you do everything and you make it to the very end, ain't much there, is there? There ain't much there. There ain't much there. So it's like, enjoy your journey, you know, getting there more so than the destination, right? And I think a lot of people focus on that. Like, oh, I want to find like the infinite game, right? The game that I can always play. And I mean, if you want to do that, sure. But I just think it's cool to have a few game modes that are pretty fun and playing that and maybe having like a few things that are pretty cool. But I don't know. I mean, having an end game is definitely nice, but a lot of end game in gacha games are just gear grinding and relic grinding, which isn't fun. Like, I feel like when most people think of end game, they're thinking of like FF14 Destiny type raids or something like that. They're like, oh yeah, this is like the end game, right? Or maybe if you've been playing Warframe for a long time, Eidolons or whatever, whenever they were like very, very tough to beat a while ago, which that was like forever ago once they were, maybe they were considered like the main end game. I guess to an extent they still are, because I think they're one of the only ways you can get arcanes. I haven't played Warframe in like 2 years, so it may be different now, but yeah, like pre-quarantine, yeah. Oh no! It's freaking Wilkes. Into the side story section. That way it helped new players farm for more crystals and equips. I don't know. I think that would be great, but my problem, the only thing with that is that I don't know how the licensing works. I don't know if the licensing for the crossovers would allow them to do that. I'm assuming it can be discussed, because if you guys have ever seen Another Eden, that's an old gacha. I've heard it's really good, though. I've played it a few times, but I've never really gotten super into it. They have it to where every event that comes out, especially, I think it's, and it may not be every event, but I know specifically crossover events are not limited to like just that time frame. Like, you can play right now and you can still play through like the Tales crossover event and the Persona 5 crossover event they had like 3 years ago, and get the units, because I think the units are free. Does this guy faint you too? I don't remember. Does he? No, he just kills you damn near. I would love a mode where we could have an LB stone and other gachas at the end game. No matter how many materials you like, you're able to max out a unit in a week in GS. If you don't have LB stones, you're done for. Yeah, I think, I mean, to an extent, that's just Dungeon Trials. We get to DOT like, what, once every month or something. But I definitely do feel that. I think it would be cool if we had something that was a bit more readily available, but at the same time, they also are just going to be constantly releasing events, and they're probably going to be considering, oh, you're doing events over like anything else in this game, and with the events, you're going to be getting LB stones anyway. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind if there was like an actual game mode or like challenge event or something like that to happen every now and again. They gave us some LB stones, but that's pretty much DOT. I guess I'm using some of you again for Wilkes. Oh, Lord. What emulator am I using? I'm using BlueStacks. It's my preferred emulator. LD Player is like my go-to if I'm not using BlueStacks, but I've been using BlueStacks forever. Currency exchange, yeah. Wait, what kind of currency exchange? I may hold out here. Let me see something. I want to make sure I use that again. There we go. So I really don't want to lose that buff. There we go. He's blind. She's blinded now, so should be quite a bit of damage. I'm gonna pop it right there. We have to pop everything else, unfortunately, because we're gonna get our art gauge reset. Right? Does she do an art gauge? Oh, it's after that, bruh. It's called willing. It is true, though. There we go. All right, she's done for. I'll pop this too, just so we get a magic res down. Oh, really, Tyranny? I didn't even see that. But yeah, in other gachas chat, I'm not a big fan of other gacha games. At least at the current moment. I love if a gacha game does something different. Like, I've heard a lot of good things about Morimen's. I just haven't tried it myself yet, which is a very small, like, indie gacha. But at the same time, I'm not actively seeking out gacha games to play a lot of the times, because, like, I mean, I'd rather just play an actual game. You know, whether that be Xenoblade or Play freaking Blasphemous. I just got done with Nine Souls not too long ago. So I'd rather just, if I'm having free time, I'd rather just play those games than play anything else. They advertise a Souls-like combat in Wuwa. I went in expecting gold, but found copper. I don't know why people said that. I don't know, man. It's just strange. It's very strange to me. I think, like, a gacha game should really pull you in with, like, its first impression, like, as soon as you start playing the game. But a lot of the times it doesn't nowadays, man. I remember, like, the first time I played Dissidia, and I was a Final Fantasy fan, but the first time I played Dissidia, I was like, holy fuck, this gameplay works so well. Are you gonna stun me? You are, aren't you? You son of a bitch. Okay, never mind. Every time I see a dragon enemy do, like, that stomp attack, I think they're gonna stun me. But, yeah, like, the first time I played that, I was like, holy fuck, this is so cool. Like, this feels so nice. Like, I can't wait for this to come out to global. And then, what was the other thing? I played... What was another game that kind of did that to me? I think it was like JoJo Pitter Patter Pop, unironically. I played and I was like, this is a fun as fuck match 3 game. Rest in peace, JoJo Pitter Patter Pop, though, but... And I remember I tried to well on that game, dude. I tried to well for fucking part 4 Jotaro and I didn't get him. Or, well, it's not that I didn't get him. It's I didn't even get the currency. I had to call Google Play and then tell them, hey, can I get a refund back? Because I wasn't getting my currency. And they was like, oh, yeah, well, is this a Japanese app or something? And I'm like, yeah. There's like, oh, are you from Japan? I'm like, sure. I've never had that happen before. But, yeah, they got my money back for me. And I didn't get banned or anything in the game because they literally didn't give it to me. And they didn't have, like, a restore purchase option like how most other games have, where... if the purchase doesn't go through, you can click restore purchases and it will go through. Does anyone play Blue Echo or Bullet Echo? I have not. Thank you for the restore purchase. Yeah. I've never had that happen in GS. I'm glad I haven't had it happen because I would probably be like, bro, are you serious? They just scammed me, man. Silver and Blood isn't anything new, but it's pretty fun so far. Is that the vampire gacha? I think I saw that the other day while I was like, it was Tuesday. I was bored because I had to go to this. I had to drop my girlfriend off at this manager meeting, and I told her that I would just wait around in town for her. That's the reason why I couldn't upload Tuesday chat room. But I was waiting around town, you know, just chilling and everything, and I was like, you know what, I'm kind of bored, so I'll just pull up something to play. And I was looking through the app store and I saw that and I was like, what the? Okay, I'll download it. I went to go download it and I was like, holy, it's like 5 gigabytes after you download the actual game. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that on my data. It's gonna take a while because I didn't have the best of service where I was at. Watch out, OP. Hoka fans are now coming for you after the last post. Oh, you talking about the community post? Yeah, they probably are. What's funny about that is that people think that's my opinion about the situation, which I think is actually even more funny. But I made that just because I thought that shit was hilarious. I was like, you know, this is a fun little thing. I want to make this. I literally thought about it. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna make it. 'Cause I think it would look funny. And yeah, I think I've seen a lot of people be like, there's no way you can think that's the actual thing, dude. Like, this guy, I can't believe you guys actually follow this guy. He has the worst takes ever. Oh my god. Insane. An average GS slot post, am I right, chat? Yeah, because a lot of people was like, if you listen to him, there's no way you could even beat half the shit in the game. And I'm like, I don't just say stuff to make people not win. And also, I'm cool with so many people that are like, I guess you would say more of the elites of GS. And half the time, the elites of GS chat don't want to talk about fucking GS. Like, the people who you think are like the top players, they do not give a fuck. They do not care at all. What are your thoughts on Sonic Cross Worlds and the SpongeBob Minecraft? Dude, I can't wait for that game, bro. I actually can't wait. I think that game's gonna be bigger than Mario Kart World. Especially with how Mario Kart's been handled recently with the new update from Nintendo, making it almost impossible to play actual tracks and you have to play just intermissions. I think Mario Kart World may be the savior that we need. Also, not to mention too, it's a crossplay, which is great. I can't wait for it though. I'm extremely excited for Mario Kart World. You have got to be kidding me. I might actually die here because of this. Oh my god. Yeah, Warcraft Fence dead. Unless I can like do this like instantly. Okay. Whew. Oh my goodness. Wasn't fast. Almost wasn't fast enough. People told me y'all buying that. When are we racing? I don't know, man. I have no clue. But yeah, we are buying it. I'm assuming Colin still is. I haven't talked to Collins in like a few days, but you can't help but laugh at the $80 price tag. I mean, dude, it's literally every new game coming out is going to be $80. That is from like a AAA publisher. You actually own the console? I mean, I'll be playing on my PC, so. There's a few indie games that are coming out that I've actually seen that are looking very good. For releasing a $40 DLC as a separate game. But yeah, what was it, chat? I've seen a few indie games recently that look very, very sick that I'm actually extremely hyped for. I saw one yesterday, which I think is going to be a pixel, like, zombie survival type game that looked really cool. I think it's going to be more story driven, but I was like, oh, that looks dope. I actually want to try that. And then I think one that I'm waiting for, I think it's indie. I'm pretty sure it is an indie title. I know some of you guys may have seen it too. I think it's a life simulator game, but you're like a wizard. Me and my girlfriend definitely want to play that. We have been talking about it. We've seen it. And we're like, yeah, that looks very cool. I forget what it's called though. Okay, it's not every game company, chat. If you think that the $70 price tag is because of Nintendo, it's not. That's chat. Have you not been paying attention to price tags for like the last like year and a half? Bro, we had $70 price tag since the PS5 has dropped damn near. It steals the cool indie horror game, multiple game modes. You hunt down the monster instead? No, I don't think I've seen that one. But yeah, and then one thing that I don't like though is I saw someone's take on like spending that much money. They're like, well, if I spend 80 bucks on a game, then I'm gonna get 160 hours out of the game. And I'm like, wait, what? That's like I have to get 2 hours for every dollar I spent on the game. And I'm like, dude, that's terrible. If you don't like the game, just don't fucking play the game after you. I mean, yes, sure, it sucks that you bought it, but like, don't force yourself to spend 160 hours in the game you don't even like. Oh, I think I'm cooked on this one. This is Styria. I don't know what that was, but this is Styria, and I don't have a Holy Knight Roy friend. Uh-oh. I mean, I guess I could try to use a Summer Miyu here. But they don't do... She doesn't do damage, right? Fire units don't do damage to Styria, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably just load in, just instantly lose. Use Irons? I could try that, but no, I'm just gonna load and lose. I'm gonna get like no points for it anyway, so. The price always had a, let's see if they buy it. They did keep that price. I mean, hey man, people are gonna want to buy the stuff that they want to buy. And pay for what they want to pay for. I just hate that it is getting so expensive because it sucks for a lot of people that don't have that extra money and they want to play these games. I feel like they still should be able to play it. A media shouldn't just be reserved to like only who can afford it. I think that's a bad way to do it. I'm not saying the game should be like $3 or something like that. You know, that's only whenever Mr. Gaben himself blesses us with the Steam Summer Sale. But outside of that, I think that game should be relatively cheaper. I don't think they should really go past that $60 price tag, but that's just me. Like, I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be crazy how many of the Rockstar shills are gonna be all over GTA 6 if it's like 200 bucks or like $100. If that game is base 100 bucks, it will be the most pirated game in history, I'm telling you. There's no way like people actually are gonna be playing GTA 6 and being like, yes, it's worth $100. Especially like, I find Queso hilarious and I freaking love Queso. But after I saw Queso's take, I was like, holy shit, this is the general public's take almost. Like for the people that aren't like diehard gamers or like don't really like pay attention to stuff. Because Queso's take was like, if it's 100 bucks, I know for a fact it's gonna be a good game. And I was like, no, the fuck you don't. Just because it's $100 doesn't mean it's gonna be a good game, man. They're saying Dokkan just fumbled again with these new units coming out. Dude, the Dokkan player base are the biggest group of whiners I've ever seen and will also still hands down support their game more than anybody. Like, literally will glaze it till the day they die, but will complain about anything. If it's not like Vegito, a new UI Goku, a Gogeta, they will complain their ass off. Yeah, exactly. A price tag doesn't necessarily determine how good the game is. Like, Ultra Kill is like, what, 15 bucks, I think? $20? Has so much content, such a fun game just to play and mess around in. And it's like, dude, like, $20 is like, damn, bro, that's not even enough for like everything you're getting in this game. Hell, Warframe, as we talked about it earlier, is a free game, free to play game. It doesn't have a price tag on it. And it's like the amount of content, especially at the quality that you're getting it at, it's like, holy fuck, this is free. You know what I mean? And the difference is, I know some people be like, oh, well, why do you praise Warframe, but you hate gachas or whatever? You don't like certain gachas, like how they do it. It's because one isn't just being like straight predatory. Gacha games are straight predatory. Warframe has a whole cash shop and a whole bunch of other stuff that you can use, but like it's integrated into the community to the point to where, hey man, you can be free to play from the time you start playing Warframe to the time that you stop playing Warframe, and you can wind up getting paid currency by just trading stuff that people who pay for stuff actually want. And it's like an integral part of the game system. Like it's actually like integral for you to do that, because it's like, oh, well, why not? If you want to buy cosmetics, which is like the main thing that people want to do, because they want to make your, you know, everybody wants to look cool, you better get to trading. Oh, Lord. Floor 90 Marzex. Oh, God. I am going to try a blessed necklace here, but I really don't think it's going to work. Congrats that we're getting Farron. Thanks. I don't know why you're telling me congrats for. The only thing that costs real money or made from the community, yeah. Those are the only things, which I think that's like a very good call, because most of those guys are like probably artists or like up and coming game designers or graphics designers or whatever, and they make stuff like that. And it's like, hey man, you know, this could be a way for them to support, which they do get directly. They do actually get support from those sales, if I'm not mistaken, which I think is cool. What emulator do I use? BlueStacks. BlueStacks, the newest edition of BlueStacks. And I use the Pi 64 emulator for it. Like, you open the multi-instances, my instance is a Pi 64. Ah, here we go again, chat. Get ready for the longest fight of your life. We're gonna be here for a while, just to lose. That's the craziest part. We're gonna do all this just to get clapped. Oh, I still haven't used this first Phantom Bullet. Oh crap, what am I doing? That probably worked out in my favor, actually. I actually might get Farron. I got shafted the entire Saitama collab. I hope you do, man. Oh, snap. I should have been a bit quicker on the trigger right there. Actually, Marzex can kind of clap this run. I shouldn't even take like any damage from this. Yeah, I'm good. Dropping my HP now. No HP drop. I really need to, because Marzex, I do more damage once I'm at lower health, right? That's a thing that I do. Yeah, it is a thing I do. Absolutely a thing I do. Oh, okay, I was able to throw it on him. Please. Let's see, chat. Let's see what we got. Maybe we can survive it. Maybe we can. Taking a lot. Taking ones. We got the DR on. Oh yeah, I think we lived it. I think we lived it. Oh yeah, we're living. We're living. Oh, we live so easily, chat. Come on now. Wait, what? Why aren't you dead? Hey! Okay. Yeah, that's true. The Fraternity and his Dream Evolution passive. Holy Knight Roy doing his thing. What the? Why did Thetis do so much damage? What the heck? 10 million from Thetis? Holy. No, I don't want to fight you again, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Not back to back, man. Anything but back to back. Oh my gosh. Holy. And I get another Holy Knight Roy. Oh my god. Here we go again, man. To be honest, it might be better to, instead of use Divine Robe Aerial, we use this item, the Fenrir Gauntlets, because it gives you 10% DR as well when near death. So that could help with the final nuke, but I hate when Minds throws the same boss in your face after beating it, for real, man. June Awakenings are only reserved for non-ascended units at the current moment. Maybe eventually. Oh my god. You're gonna die, aren't you? You are going to fucking die. Oh wait, oh, it wasn't fast enough. I thought it was gonna be fast enough. Dang it. Dude, I was so ready for TT to get clapped. Oh my gosh. I mean, that taken out of context, that's crazy. But I thought TT was a goner. I really did. I'm sure everyone here can be all bosses, so in no way. Wait, what? I have no clue what you said. Yeah, whoever designed Marzex is a super villain. It's probably the guy who wears the bandana, bro. I'm telling you, it's probably him. I think he made the Emperor boss fight, if I'm not mistaken. He designed the original Emperor fight. Oh, that's why Thetis does more damage, because he has the lowest HP whenever all this is happening. Dude, I think Stark's gonna be a great addition for this fight. Like, if you have Stark right here instead of TT, I think, oh, I think it's gonna be crazy. I think we could be seeing some big damage, chat room. We're gonna do this again. Please tell me that Thea still survives this. He should. I probably shouldn't have healed with Hoka right there, because... Oh yeah, he's good. He's good. Because he lost Truth of Eternity, so he took a lot more damage than if I would have left him at near death. We don't have accuracy, do we? Yeah, we don't. So I don't want to use my Phantom Bullet there. I might be able to kill here in a second. Miguel, thanks so much for the sub, man. Appreciate that. I'm gonna do that. So we get the physical res down. But unfortunately, now no one's gonna be dealing damage because we gotta get low on HP again, which hopefully he drops our HP in just a second. Such thrilling gameplay, chat, right? And that's the whole reason why I'm doing mines right now, is just to hopefully get more currency for Farron. And also, chat, I didn't see what you guys said earlier. Is Garm next part or is it this part? Live, my brother, live. Live, Thetis, live, please. The ones. Oh yeah, he's fine. He's not fine. Oh my goodness, I thought he actually lived it. The son of a bitch died. Oh my gosh. I needed to wait and save my defense equips for like that final hit whenever he comes crashing down. So I think the other hits don't deal that much damage. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Need a cleanse at the end? What would a cleanse do? Like what? Refresh the barrier on Thetis? Would the barrier even still go up? Because Thetis has to do like the jump back. Doesn't do anything. Because I don't think he can put up his barrier if he can't move. On anyone but Thetis, and he would have won? Really? I didn't think that would matter. Omega Palamecia. Do y'all want to do this one? Yeah, we'll do this one real quick. Chat, we haven't got a better paralyzed unit apart from Cosmo, right? Is Cosmo the most recent paralyzed character we've gotten? Yeah, that's why I thought it didn't matter who it was on, because it gives iframes to whoever. What does this do? Strength's overcoat. Oh, 40% attack up. Oh, the fake collab comes back? It might. But at the same time, I wouldn't get your hopes up too much. It did come back fairly quickly, like back to back, so. Wow, she got clapped. Oh, I think we're all gonna get clapped, actually. Wait, is Wargod Finn not the leader right now? Where is he? No, he is. No way that you got unparalyzed as soon as Saito Hajime did his attack. You have to be joking me. That is so unlucky. So freaking unlucky. Oh my gosh. So unfortunate, chat room. Index comes next. Well, we don't actually know if Index comes next anymore, because if Index is after Firin, then that means that Index will be completely caught up with JP in terms of crossovers, unless that's what they want to do, but we don't usually do that. So we haven't been caught up with JP in crossovers in a very long time. Yeah, you can use yeah, you can absolutely use Dark Rivy if you want to instead. Yeah, Dark Rivy is a solid archer. Yeah, she'll work fine. Summer Rosetta is more likely to come out than we getting an Overlord collab, by the way. I just want you to know that. We've had an Overlord rerun not too long ago. So yeah, it's more likely for us to get Summer Rosetta and Summer Rivy. Chat, what time is it? Oh, hell no, that's an impossible one. Without like a full spirit team. And then Styria to end it off, man. I'm not gonna do Styria. But chat room, I think we're gonna end it right there. Tomorrow is going to be the Should You Summon. I'll let you guys know that now. Friday, we're gonna be having a summon video on Farron, of course. And Saturday, hopefully a showcase on either Farron or Stark, showing off their powers and everything. And then next week, we'll be having a bunch of stuff as well. I think next week we'll be getting... Is it next week or the week after next? Yeah, next week we'll actually be receiving the information on Ubel and Fern. So we'll be seeing how crazy those two are. But so yeah, I'm hoping that, let me see here. I'm hoping that we can find out how good they are, how broken they are, and we can start talking about it. Because as soon as I know how good they are, chat, I am going to be making a video talking about how to get the best start possible in Grand Summoners right now. So if you started a brand new account, if you're a brand new player and you want to know how broken you can be from this crossover, I'm going to have an entire like video on it, talking about how to start as a new player, some stuff to go for at the current moment to make your account insanely powerful. But either way, that's going to be it for this one though. Thank you all so much for hanging out. It's me, Bro P. See y'all next week. I got y'all next week with another live stream. Actually, I was gonna say is next week the live stream as well, but or the summon live stream, but no, we'll be having the summon live stream not next week, but the following week on Monday will be the summon live stream for, or it may not be Monday. I think it's Tuesday actually. That will be when we do the summon live stream for Ubel and Fern. But either way, that's going to be it though, chat. Thank you all so much for hanging out. If you enjoyed the stream, please like it. Thanks for all the donos, all the comments, all that type of stuff. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.